Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are going to be getting sorted into our house. Episode 1, we got here, dealt with a little bit of dragon tomfoolery. Now we're here. Let's get into it.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
He doesn't look nice. What I like about this is it's not the Harry Potter we know, but it has callbacks to it. Like the old families that we know.
Black.
Like the Black family.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I kind of like him, though.
I'll be in touch.
He looks very dapper. I'm jealous of the way that they dress. That tailcoat looks immaculate.
Professor Weasley, we've one
The
more
Weasley
to be
name?
sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Let's see.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Can't wait to
I'm
explore.
looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous.
We're gonna try to naturally get sorted into
But your
Slytherin.
professors have a great deal to teach you as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
I linked my accounts earlier, so it automatically puts me. I want to choose a different house, though. Ravenclaw is my natural house for, like, all those Harry Potter gurus and everything. But Slytherin has the most. Gryffindor has the second. Third, for some reason, Hufflepuff has more side quests and content than Ravenclaw does. Even though the diadem of Ravenclaw and that entire quest line, just not here. Why? I'm kind of irritated because Ravenclaw has a lot of mystery behind it, but I guess this game does kind of revolve around dark magic and like all of that jazz, so it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and choose Slytherin.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
I'm gonna go ahead and accept the house. Because I want to get as much content from the game as possible.
You belong in Slytherin!
Many a great witch and wizard have come from Slytherin, though all the dark wizards have come from Slytherin.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Unfortunately.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Maybe I don't like him as much.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
A little bit of
Nice to meet you as
hostility
well,
there.
Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
I like the way they dress. It's just so fancy.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
That is dope.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Very well. Our first day at Hogwarts as a student. Let's see
Looks
how
like
it is.
everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Let's see what we got around here. Anything to loot? No. Cannot steal the other students' belongings. At least not yet. Oh, okay. Nice circular room. Before we go anywhere, I just kind of want to explore a little bit. Okay, so it's another dorm. Oh, that's beautiful. I like the very cool feeling. Almost like sewers, like with the rusted copper, but not quite. It feels very nice. A lot more inviting than you'd expect the Slytherin common room to be. And I'm really happy that they didn't do it like they did in the movies, because Slytherin, like, is portrayed as such a bad house, but it really isn't. It's just that the concepts that align you into a Slytherin house... Excuse me. The concepts that align you into the Slytherin house just fall more in line with the Dark Wizards. It's not to say that, like, someone from Gryffindor is inherently better than Slytherin or anything of that nature. There can be Dark Wizards, and I'm sure there is in the lore, that have come from Slytherin, or that have come from Gryffindor. And there are plenty of good wizards, as you'll see throughout our gameplay, and if you read the books, that have come from Slytherin. It's just, I mean, Harry was actually almost put into Slytherin. The only reason he wasn't is because he told the Sorting Hat no, he wanted to follow Ron and Hermione into Gryffindor. So, let that be said.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, some scrumptious snacks. Spin the globe. That sounds like Myrtle. Oh, let's go see what this book weasel's doing. Sebastian.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
I like Sebastian, but he seems very elusive, like he's hiding a lot.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
I like Sebastian. Every other time I've played through, I've only taken Sebastian as my guide. Because I feel like I would actually be friends with him.
Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Ambitious.
Perhaps
we'll be
Professor
friendly.
Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Like riding a motorcycle.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Go
Nice
buy a
meeting you.
motorcycle. Go buy a motorcycle. Best decision ever. Whoa.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine.
I like seeing the,
Don't be a stranger.
Seems like everyone's pretty nice.
Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Seems like everyone's pretty nice. I enjoy that kind of like camaraderie among the common room, but almost exclusiveness of like, we take care of Slytherin, no one's allowed to like bully Slytherin except for us. Like the Brotherhood. It's pretty cool.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary...
I had a big day at the gym yesterday.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Sweet.
Here you are.
Ah, our menu. That is broken and flying stuff all over the place.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Interesting way to start at year 5.
Exceptionally valuable resource.
I assume that means that they plan a trilogy of games, or at least 2 DLCs.
Thank you, Professor, but...
Because you only have 7 years at Hogwarts.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
I will walk with you in a second. This is a chest.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Quite depressing. I'm avoiding our common room today. Ronan's testing on Accio, and students are summoning objects right and left. Nearly lost an eye to a rogue quill. Ugh. Don't get the password wrong if you like something.
I like that. I like the little conversations in between the students and everything. Wait, did I see a page fluttering over there? What was just above your head, kiddo? Can I run?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
I'm right here.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide can provide?
Kelpie statue. This statue depicts a Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. Just unlocked a first field page guide and completed towards it. Menu. Alright. Here's your wizarding level. We are level 1. Field guide tracks your challenges and quests. Field pages. Oh, each one that you unlock, you get something cool. Sweet. We're definitely going to be hunting for those.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
I think what we're going to do to start is focus on the main storyline and then go back and attempt to slowly platinum the game by collecting all the collectibles, doing all the quests and all that stuff. But the main storyline is going to be my focus. We're not going to be doing too much running around. We will do some, obviously. It's an open world game, but we're going to focus on the main story.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Open map. The map is a little bit annoying to deal with. Select that area. See the blue flames. Right side of the map. Select the Annex Library. Oh, very well. Travel. We get a quick loading screen. But yeah, like I was saying, for this game run through, we're going to focus the main quest, and afterwards, we are going to go back and do a bunch of other quests that we missed.
And here we are Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay. So the map's so fucking...
You can get almost anywhere in the castle.
So
quickly
big.
From Central Hall.
That, they have our fast travel points open.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Professor Black glanced.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
We're gonna get
Defense
a little
Against
bit
the
more
Dark
lore.
Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense
Look at my
Against the Dark
shoulders.
Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms
My
class?
ear itches, dude.
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Very well.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but
We're not
I think
ready
that's all
to-
there is to it.
If he's keeping it secret, we're gonna keep it secret.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
As am I.
Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field
I like
guide's
how
map?
very well spoken
course.
they are.
Thank you.
It's very thoughtful, and they put a
Good
lot of
luck
meaning
today.
behind their words.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Very well. What's up, man?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
You don't say.
Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking
Sweet.
of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh, so this field guide is like everyone's has a hand in making it. Represents the main quest. Completing main quest will further story, unlocking XP and new features. Some quests are locked by spell. Excuse me. Spell requirements and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level or have the spell active to activate the quest. New spells can be learned by completing the professor's assignments or as quest rewards. We'll go to
The map
Defense
is
Against the Dark Arts
enchanted
first.
to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Let's go. Welcome to Hogwarts. Okay. There's a... Ooh. One of these rooms. We're gonna focus main story for now. Oh. Okay. Ooh, there's a Revelio right here.
Revelio.
Yep. Munch. Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite the rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be a wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. I like the characters. The characters are cool. Ooh. There we go. Got that fast travel unlocked. That's a lot of books. I feel bad for that guy. Hogwarts always felt like a college instead of like a normal generic class, you know what I mean? Old duelist for.
Is that all you've got?
Bombard.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Pruitt.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yep, swish and flick. Wingardium Leviosa. Nope.
Levioso.
What's the difference? Levioso, I think, just levitates it.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
I love magic, dude. I love games that have magic. It's so...
with a basic cast.
Oh, take someone's eye out.
Deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso. Well done.
Very well.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay. Time to kick Sebastian's ass.
This should be easy.
Levioso, good ball. I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. This can't be your first. Levioso, let's just say
And all my students for this adept.
Let's go.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Little egotistical, little pride hurt right there, maybe.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Great things indeed.
I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I can talk to anyone. Okay.
Revelio.
Oh, there's like a little thing up here. Might as well grab it. Hyberidian Black Skeleton. This large dragon skeleton hangs in the defense against the dark arts classroom and is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hecat as she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. Let's see what Sebastian has to say.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Let's be honest with Sebastian.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining
I'd
a
agree with
secret
that.
dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
I'd agree with that.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Lucan Brat.
Till next time.
I wonder if there are lycanthropes in this. Ooh. Oh, no. Hogwarts is such a maze. I love it. So we have to go down, choose a different staircase, go up and around. Okay. Ooh, what's this?
Revelio.
Something over there. like I said, we're focusing on the main story, and then we'll go get stuff. It's so easy to get distracted if you don't. Ooh, flu powder. Take it. Little bit of a stutter. Just loading everything in. Heavy game. It's good though. I love all the side chatter. Oh, chest.
Revelio.
Chest. Oh, exploding toilet. Sounds like Myrtle. Ah! That's a... I like that. Polyjuice potion from Harry Potter. It's Hermione's little setup in the exact stall in the same bathroom. Neat.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Quest.
Sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Ooh. I like the wall art.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new
Not
student.
Not son.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Oh, big stretch.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
I kind of like.
Do you
he seems
even
really
remember how to
playful.
perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Ooh, I missed it. Almost lost it. Ugh.
Accio.
That'll be important for us to use later.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
So this professor's known for his gamification of classes and lessons. He likes playing games to enforce it, and I think a lot more schools should do that. A lot more curriculum should make it fun for kids.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
All of this before getting a wand. I would think that you need to go get your materials. Do you mind?
Your charm at the last possible moment.
I think that we need to go get our...
like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Thank you. As I was saying, I think that would be more important to go get all your materials, be ready for class, and have your own wand instead of using a secondary wand, because if you know from Harry Potter, especially the 7th one, it goes into how Ollivander goes into what happens when you use a borrowed wand, as we see at the end of Harry Potter with the Elder Wand. Okay.
Accio. Excellent control there.
Okay, we can get it a little further.
Splendid.
Sweet. Let's see if we can't do it again.
Very good.
Little too much.
Stay focused.
Yep.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okay. The schooler.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this?
Okay. My turn to go at it.
Accio.
Sweet.
That's it. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Ooh.
Nicely done. Be sharp.
Where's your last one landing? Oh.
That is how it's done.
Can I knock hers off?
Accio. A perfect score. Remarkable.
I was hoping that I would hit it a little bit harder, but I didn't want to risk mine going off.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
We're gonna go for a perfect score. Because I'm better than her.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
What's
You got this, girl. Go on. Oh. Come over here and we'll pull this last one.
Accio.
Sweet.
Splendid.
Here we go.
Hey now.
There we go. Brilliant.
Ah. Maybe we can pull mine in to knock our ball. Oh, that was close.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Little hot into the take there.
2 perfect rounds. You're a natural.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thank you. I don't know why I'm so tired today, guys. I apologize. But schooling it in charms class. Let's go.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Very well. That'd be such a fun class to go to.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, we will talk to you
it's been
later.
Nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
I agree.
Until next time.
Of course.
Let's go talk to the professor.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectations.
Horribulous.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Repelio,
Thank you, Professor.
Muggle
I
something?
enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor.
Does that say in the
though
background?
I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
No, Colopes. Cool. I can't pronounce that. I don't know. There's a lot of different spells up here. Ridiculous! Diminuendo. Relatio. Avis. Coloportus. Petrificus totalis. Protego horribilis. Nox. Lumos. Rectum sempra. Ooh! That's a callback. That's a severing charm. Interesting that this one's taught, but when Snape gets here, it's not. Lacerum in... It's faded, I don't know. Inflammario? Inflammaric? Relatio. And then... Glisslo? Interesting.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yeah, what's up?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well.
Thank you.
You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Yes, ma'am. That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Very well. And let's go ahead and use our map. And see, side quests are now available. Don't want to do them. Astronomy wing. No. Okay. And we'll go ahead and track it. And it'll tell us where to go. Meet Professor Weasley at the Transfiguration Classroom. So, I think that was a rather plentiful first day. I think once we go see our beloved Professor Weasley, that we will cut it there, and we will go to Hogsmeade to get our robes, our cauldron, our broom, hopefully, and our new wand on the next video. And maybe I can troubleshoot a little bit of the stutter to make a better recording experience for you guys, better viewing experience. But thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been such a blast. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Don't forget, if you guys love the video and the series, be sure to let me know. If you guys don't, or there's something I can do better, tell me that too. Go ahead, drop a like, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when we continue our adventure through the Wizarding World. Coughing and dying. Till next time, my name is Fallen Valhallan, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.